Okay, so it looks like Donovan Mitchell may have a burner account, and we're going to investigate this and see if it's really him. Let me know in the comments whether you think it is or isn't. Let's do this. Okay, to be fair, Donovan Mitchell has denied this. This tweet right here is him saying that it was not him, but let's take a look and see if we believe him or not. When this burner account was found, it was immediately deleted. So the burner account is called Kyle225698844. Pretty suspicious number, pretty suspicious name. Definitely something that might be a burner account for someone who doesn't want this to be found. Now, let's take a look at a few of the tweets from this burner account. The first one here. This one says the Utah Jazz are expected to show interest in Damian Lillard per The Athletic. And what does Kyle say? They had a younger Lillard, LOL. Something that maybe Donovan would say. Next, we have a few tweets here where they're talking about Donovan Mitchell. It says, the comparison was silly. Donovan is the best shooting guard in the NBA. That was all I was saying. Then this guy, Casey, says, Donovan, we know it's you. Friendly advice for you, the best shooting guard in the NBA. You're too short for the position. Okay. Donovan replies, D was just fine. He was asked to funnel things to Rudy, and he had to use all his energy on offense. Rudy was a liability on offense and killed them in the playoffs. It's funny how y'all think he isn't clutch. Maybe there are other reasons for that field goal percentage. I think he forgot to put the percentage there. This was something that Jazz fans have talked about and Cavs fans have talked about a little bit with Donovan, because end of games, Donovan takes a lot of shots, and he hasn't been all that clutch to finish. And it's interesting, if this is Donovan and throwing shade to Rudy Gobert, pretty hilarious, pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. This has had me laughing. All right, this one is interesting to me. Kyle says Royce on the Cavs would be nice. Why is that interesting? Well, Royce was on the Jazz with Donovan Mitchell, and they were really close. Some would say they're the closest on the team. Does Donovan Mitchell want Royce to be traded to the Cavs? Certainly seems like it. The next tweet is one of the aggregator accounts on Twitter, just looking for some interaction. And of course, Kyle shows up and says, talking about one of these where start one, bench one, cut one. He says, nah, this has to be a joke. Get Mitchell out of there. Disrespectful. So if this is Donovan, he obviously sees himself above Jamal Murray and De'Aaron Fox. Next. This one's interesting because Donovan Mitchell's not on the Jazz anymore. Why would Donovan care about the Jazz? One of the people on Jazz Twitter mentions that Keyonte George, the Jazz's new rookie, who did incredible in Summer League, is Donovan 2.0. Well, Kyle shows up and says, you're going to wish he is Donovan 2.90 because he likely won't be half as good. The Mitchell hate is getting crazy. Well, guess what? Donovan follows a lot of guys on Jazz Twitter and Jazz reporters, so he sees a lot of the Donovan Mitchell tweets and things. And the comparisons to Donovan with Keyonte George have been ramping up, so he's seeing them. Another thing that's interesting, look at the profile pic on here. Who is that on there? I don't know the Mets very well, but that's a New York Mets profile. And who does Donovan Mitchell love? The New York Mets. Who is Donovan Mitchell's dad? He is a staffer, someone who works in the front office for, you guessed it, the New York Mets. Next, just someone, and this is proof that Donovan Mitchell follows people on Utah Jazz Twitter. Tony Jones is a beat writer for the Utah Jazz, so Donovan Mitchell follows him, but this is as a burner. They're talking about Keyonte George. Someone says Keyonte's better than Donovan Mitchell. Kyle shows up to say, LOL, okay. So this one's pretty interesting. If this is Donovan Mitchell, it gives you an insight into how he views himself in the NBA. It's, whatever he thinks is fine. But they are talking about Donovan Mitchell and Kyrie Irving in the above tweet. Look who shows up. Kyle. Spida is better than Kyrie, but people didn't even realize Spida played a whole month with an injured groin, ankle, and it made him have horrible splits. Check the numbers month by month. You'll see the period I'm talking about. Why is this interesting? How does Kyle know that? A lot of these injuries that get released, they don't give details. They'll say groin injury or an ankle. They don't say both. And to get this kind of insight, it's either someone close to Donovan Mitchell or it could be him. And a lot of times players won't even mention these things. Teams won't even say it. How many players play games where they're injured and they don't actually release it? So how does he know exactly what the injuries were? Kyle, how do you know this? Another tweet here that's interesting. The comparison of Kyrie and Donovan Mitchell. Kyle had to step in. Kyrie played the last 2 months months of the season with plantar fasciitis. Talking about the groin ankle thing. Kyle says, no, he not, LOL. Name me, and I'm just reading this, sorry. Know me what he does better than Kyrie. Name me what he does better than Kyrie on the basketball court and show me numbers to back it up. Kyle has a response. He shoots the 3 better, passes better, he rebounds better. One guy played on a team with 2 7-footers. That's talking about the Cavs, so his rebounds will be less. He also played on a team that has the slowest pace and worst spacing, so that affected his assist numbers and a PG and efficiency. Our guy Kyle's really stepping up for Donovan and really knows Donovan. This is either the greatest Donovan Mitchell fan that knows something inside, or it's Donovan himself or someone close to Donovan. Guys, that's all I got. Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's him? I personally think it's either him or someone close to him. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'll talk to you next time.